Welcome to IELTS preparation course, video number 4, titled Reading Section. Moving on to question types in IELTS reading. The first type is multiple choice. In this question, you will be asked to select the correct answer from a set of choices. Some questions will focus on details, while others focus on main ideas. You should look for keywords in the questions and the answer choices before you scan the passage for answers. Moving on to the second type of questions, which is true, false, not given. These questions are quite tricky as they consist of several statements. Number A, true or yes. This means that the information in the question statement agrees with information in the text. Number B, false or no. This means that the information in the question contradicts something found in the passage. Number C, not given. If the information in the question statement cannot be found in the article doesn't say whether the statement is true or false, you mark not given. Moving on to the third type of questions, which is matching, and it is divided into matching headings, matching information, matching features, and matching sentence endings. This type of question asks you to match a list of headings to one of the paragraphs in the passage. Usually, there are some extra headings in your list which don't match any of the paragraphs. To get a headings question correct, you need to find the main idea in the first or second sentence. This is a good place to look first. Moving on to question type number 4, which is sentence, note, table, diagram, or summary completion. This type of question asks you to complete either a set of notes, a sentence, a table, a diagram, or a summary with information from the text. It's very important to read the directions carefully each time. The directions will state a word limit. For example, they will say you should write no more than 3 words and or a number. Some questions limit you to 1 or 2 words. If you exceed the limit, you will miss the question, so pay close attention to word limits. Moving on to question type number 5, which is short answer question. This question requires you to choose some words from the text for your answer, but the words you need to fill in aren't located at the end of a sentence, so you simply need to answer a question about the text. Moving on to the 3 strategies of reading. Number 1, read the entire passage, then tackle the questions. If you are a fast reader, you can follow this strategy. Number 2, start with questions, pick keywords or ideas in the questions, then scan the passage. Number 3, summarize each paragraph. Find the topic sentence which gives you the general idea about the paragraph. Scan to support that general idea. Read the questions and know where the answer should be. Moving on to how to pass IELTS reading test. We have some general advice or tips. Number 1, learn synonyms. For example, intelligent equals smart, succeed equals pass, pretty equals beautiful, courageous equals brave. Number 2, pay attention to negative words. For example, hardly, never, rarely, seldom, not, and N''T. Number 3, pay attention to frequency words or adverbs. For example, always, often, sometimes, usually, never. Number 4, stick to the first answer. If you are confused between two answers, choose the first one you got. Number 5, questions often follow passage order. You often see the first question's answer in the first passage and the second question's answer in the second passage, and so on. Number 6, know what topic sentences are. This will help you get the main idea of the passage easily. Number 7, practice each question type. More practice leads to less mistakes. Number 8, practice reading outside of home. Try to go to the library. Try to practice on the bus. Number 9, be careful. The word in question in the reading passage is not always the thing or the answer you need. Number 10, scan backwards for the answer. Just look for that piece of information you need in order not to waste your time. For example, students read 3 passages. They are progressively harder. And progressively harder means that passage number 2 is more difficult than passage number 1, and passage number 3 is more difficult than passage number 2. The question says, how many passages are there in IELTS? The answer is 3. So here you looked for the specific answer you need, which is the number of passages in IELTS.